Finally, WWE Raw has ended. Thankfully, it was so boring. In fact, I'd be willing to call it the most boring Raw ever, if it weren't for last week's Raw, which would actually make it the second most boring Raw ever. Because last week's Raw actually was worse. We started off the night wasting some time with JR and Michael Cole with a Michael Cole challenge. First part of which was an arm wrestling contest between Michael Cole and JR. And JR won that in a fraction of a second, to take King's words. Then after that we had a dance contest, which JR would have won no matter what he did, because the fans were voting and nobody likes Michael Cole. Then we had a weight contest where the person who weighed the least would win, therefore making the entire contest a waste of time. And which really, that made the entire contest no different from the rest of the show. It was a waste of time. I mean, I kind of feel bad that I just wasted 3 hours of my life watching WWE Raw, because nothing worth watching actually happened. Now, the best part of the entire first segment was CM Punk coming out and telling everybody that it was a waste of time as soon as Cole pulled out the scale and pretty much showed everybody that it was a waste of time. Then John Laurinaitis came out and said that the WWE fans wanted this to be uninterrupted, which I disagree. I kind of like the fact that CM Punk interrupted. And I especially like what CM Punk did after Cole asked for an apology. He gave him an anaconda vice, which Cole completely overreacted to. Oh, my arm hurts, please, I'm in a sling now. I've got to have a CAT scan after the show, and all this bull. I mean, it was kind of, like I said, the rest of the show, bull, and a waste of time. But nonetheless, there was still a show, although I have to say, not much of one. We were shown outside the arena that there was a limousine pulling up, and everybody thought, hey, The Rock's gonna be in there. Turns out, no, Mick Foley was actually in there. And I have to say that Mick Foley actually got a huge ovation and a lot of cheering for him. When The Rock was shown coming toward the arena earlier, well, no, wait, it was after this, but it was earlier tonight is what I'm thinking. But when he was shown coming through the arena, he didn't get as many cheers as Foley got when he got out of the limousine. So, pretty much shows you who is more liked. Then Sin Cara and Kofi Kingston faced against Rhodes and Hunico. And Rhodes pretty much being the only actual person with any talent in that match won the match. Now I gotta say, Sin Cara has talent. He has talent. He's just kind of boring. But and compared to Cody Rhodes, he doesn't have talent. And Cody says that when Orton tore up his mask 2 weeks ago, or last week, whatever week it was, it emancipated him. For anyone who doesn't know what emancipated means, because I know we probably don't have the greatest vocabulary around here. Emancipated means freed. The mask being torn up freed him. And I think his music even changed. I'm not real sure about that, but I'm thinking that his music changed. If anyone knows for sure, please let me know in the comments, because it sounded different to me, but I could be wrong. I have been wrong one time before. And then we saw The Rock coming toward the arena. Like I said, he had less cheers than Mick Foley did, which isn't good for him. And then we found out that Christian had a knee injury, not a knee injury, an ankle injury, and Dolph Ziggler was going to take his place. And JR said something that I liked. He said that he is impressed with Dolph Ziggler. And not a lot of people will say that. It seems that nobody really likes Dolph Ziggler. I'm not the biggest fan of Dolph Ziggler, but I think that he has a lot of potential, and he, quite honestly, I think he's someone who could go a lot farther than most of the superstars that are in WWE today. He actually does have that potential. So, I do like him. I am a Ziggler fan, even though he is a heel. To me, it doesn't matter if you're a heel or a face. It just matters to me if you have the potential to actually be something in there instead of just go in there and be in there for maybe a year or less, never be seen again, you know? Then you're just a waste of time. Like tonight. So that seems to be the biggest statement of this video. Waste of time. In fact, if you're watching this video, you're probably wasting your time, because all you're doing is just hearing about a waste of time. But luckily, we will get on to something better. These Survivor Series predictions are coming up pretty soon, after I get done telling you about the waste of time that Raw was. But pretty much, Foley came out, and he wasted more time trying to hype up the fans for Cena and Rock, saying that he wishes that everyone could believe that Cena was one of the greatest wrestlers in history, which we did believe 6 years ago. Then Cena started doing the same exact storyline over and over again, and we got kind of bored of him. It's not that we don't like Cena, it's that we're bored of him. He needs to change the storyline for a little while, do something different. And he does the whole John Cena, this is your life. And just wastes time showing John Cena his past life and doing things, including proving that no one remembers who Bull Buchanan is, also known as B Squared. And thankfully, The Rock interrupts and rock bottoms Foley, so we no longer have to hear any more of that. And pretty much that was the most important thing that happened until the end of the show. Okay, I'm not even going to talk about the last hour of the show, except for the main event, if you want to call it that, because nothing worth talking about happened. So I'm just going to talk to you about when The Rock came down. And no, I'm not a Rock fan. I can't stand The Rock. I think he's a big kiss up. I think that he's a two-face. He says one thing and he does another. You can't see him because he's never there. I don't like him. There was a time when I actually did care for The Rock about that much. I don't know if you can see what happened. That much. And now I care about him about that much. So I just don't like him anymore. I think he's a two-face. He's just not somebody who I would want to be a fan of. And him teaming with John Cena, who I'm bored of, makes me actually want Awesome Truth to win this Sunday. Even though I don't figure they will, because they're fighting against The Rock and John Cena. I mean, I don't think that WWE is going to let that happen at every pay-per-view, because that would disappoint a lot of fans. Not that it would disappoint me, but WWE probably doesn't really care about that. So they probably will not do what I want. Because if they were going to do what I want, they would have already named Ziggler and Swagger Zig Swag. But nonetheless, Rock was there. Rock and Cena did argue about why something was wrong with each other. The Rock actually said that Boots to Asses was trending worldwide, which was not true. Now, what they probably don't think about when they're saying that kind of stuff is there are actually people like me who are on Twitter at the same time as I'm watching Raw. Boots to Ashes was not trending worldwide until at least 3 minutes after The Rock said that. He claimed it was trending worldwide right then. It wasn't. Later on, it was claimed that John Cena's Lady Parts was trending worldwide. It wasn't. Never saw it on there. Still don't see it on there. In fact, I just looked at it before I started making this video. Didn't see it, so it's not there. So that's just like the rest of the show, a bunch of bull. And in the end, The Rock said that he couldn't wait 6 days. He wanted some action now. Saw some truth came down and got beat down by The Rock and John Cena. Basically just hyping up the pay-per-view. And that was WWE Raw for you. Basically just a big waste of time, hyping up the pay-per-view, and, you know, just boring me out of my wits. So, glad it's over. Very much so. Glad it is over. And now let's talk about my Survivor Series predictions. First of all, I think that Team Orton is the only team with a chance to win. The best thing Team Barrett has going for it is Dolph Ziggler. He is the only person that I really see that is good on that team. Team Orton has, for one thing, Randy Orton, and for another thing, Mason Ryan, who I think can take out the entire team by himself, because he's just that big. Although they haven't given him a good storyline yet, done anything with him in WWE. But I do believe that Randy Orton's team will be the winners, and I would go 100% on board in that. Barrett's team has no chance whatsoever. I'd be surprised if they even got one win. But all in all, I believe that this is probably one of the worst Survivor Series matches ever. I mean, there's just no really good superstars in it except for Randy Orton. Other than Randy Orton, there is no one good in that match. No high-ticket superstars. But I guess I have to say the high-ticket superstars for the never before, never again. I sure as hell hope never again. I wish it wouldn't happen this time, but it's going to happen. Rock and Cena are going to face Miz and R-Truth, and I believe that Rock and Cena will beat Miz and R-Truth. I don't like Rock and Cena, as I've already said. I prefer that Miz and Truth win. Not that I like Miz. I actually do like Truth. He is one of my favorites. But, you know, it won't happen. Rock and Cena will win. I mean, there's no doubt about that in my mind. They've got to win. Because everybody's just expecting that way too much. Then again, I could be wrong about that. WWE could do something unexpected, but that's unusual for WWE to do anything unexpected. Especially in the past few months. That's why it's been so boring, because you expect everything that's going to happen. And then we got Mark Henry facing the Big Show. And hopefully the ring will not implode again, as Michael Cole likes to say. And we will actually have a winner this time. And hopefully the winner this time will be the Big Show. In fact, I think that this time they should do a match without turnbuckles. A ring with no turnbuckles. No ropes, just a ring. Also known as a street fight. If they could do it out in the street, that would be even better, you know? That way nothing can possibly get broken down. Because if they implode the ring again, it's not going to be good. 2 pay-per-views in a row. And then we've got the only main event that I really care to see in Survivor Series. The rest of Survivor Series is going to be kind of dull to me. If those 4 matches are really the only thing to look forward to. But hopefully CM Punk will beat the living shit out of Alberto Del Rio, because I can't stand Alberto Del Rio. I don't think that Punk will win. I'm hoping he will win, but I don't think that it will. I think that WWE is still trying to build up Alberto Del Rio, and they want him to stay champion a little bit longer. So I'm not expecting that Punk will win, but I really, really would like for him to. Alright, that is it for the Raw review and my Survivor Series predictions. Be sure to tune in Sunday night for the Survivor Series review, and if you would, please subscribe. I subscribe to anyone who subscribes to me, so it's an easy way to get a subscriber to your channel too. Alright, I will see you Sunday night.